Let's go this way.
Oh my god. What is up, my fellow alcoholics, and welcome to the channel. And by this video coming out, the second weekend of the beta for Black Ops Cold War has come and gone. And this is my very first attempt at making a little kind of like my opinion, my review of a beta or my expectations of a game coming out. So forgive me if it's a little cringe, it's a little off-putting. It's just, like I said, it's my first attempt. I got no scripts written or anything like that. I'm just going to talk to you guys right off the top of my head. Things that I remember from the beta, things that were bad, things that were worse, things that were good, and just try to put it all, together in this one video. So first off, I'm just going to start with the good. And I really like how the game plays. I mean, it's not as campy as Modern Warfare. I did find a couple people camping on a beta, which really didn't make any sense. I mean, initially you kind of just want to go out there and try to explore the game and give it your all and experience it, I mean, but if these guys are professional campers, quote unquote, and they're trying to find their best ways to camp around the map, then, so be it, all power to them. But I really didn't find this game to be that slow. I mean, it was action-packed all the time. I mean, there was a lot of competitive players in the match and everything, and I really enjoyed myself with the beta. The first weekend, however, was kind of a letdown to me because I don't know if it was the servers or anything, but I just had a hard time connecting, and I was having lag issues and everything, and it was a real pain. So I actually only got to play like maybe, if you can add everything up, like, a total of like a day and a half, because I just couldn't take the lagging anymore, and I just kind of gave up on it and enjoyed my weekends. But when the second weekend came around, introducing the crossplay and everything, cross-platform and all that, it was a lot better. Servers were a lot better. I did get a little bit of rubber banding here and there, but those little annoying things where you get shot around a corner. But that happens. That's not a new thing. It just so happened to happen at those certain times, but not as much as the very first weekend. But all in all, the flow of the game, the movement, everything like that, going to objectives, fighting and holding objectives and taking objectives back. I mean, it was a lot of fun to do. Keeping that in mind, I'm not going to sit here and try to say that, the score-based matchmaking and all that stuff and skill-based is in the game and it's a terrible thing and all that stuff. You know what? There's plenty of other people out there crying about it. I really didn't have anything to cry about, to be honest with you guys. It was a little annoying towards the end of the second weekend, where you just so happen to see everybody just running around with MP5s and running around with the XM4 and everything, and they're trying to make that the meta when it really didn't have to be. And my experience with the guns in this game, there really wasn't a meta. In the first beta weekend, the top dog, the top gun that everybody was using was the Milano, which was the Uzi lookalike and all that stuff, and I can see why they used it. I mean, it packed a punch and all that stuff. It was a very strong weapon until they nerfed it, because I have a feeling they nerfed it because they wanted the community to play with other weapons, and that's if you've been a long time alcoholic member here in the channel and following my channel, you guys should know that I am one that does not go for meta weapons. I like to have fun with the game. I like to do the challenges of any Call of Duty and get camo challenges here and there. So by doing that, I experimented with almost every gun in the game. I will be honest that I stuck with the AK for quite a while, because that was at the point where I was trying to level up the AK and see what kind of attachments work on it and everything like that. And then lo and behold, the final days in the second weekend, they just unlocked all the attachments. So I was just kind of like bummed out that they did that. They should have did that in the first place. Going to like a negative thing about the beta, they should have did that in the first place so that people can enjoy the guns and figure out what kind of like attachments you can put together, what kind of weapon attachments work with what, and just kind of experiment with it. They should have did that early on. But hey, I'm not a developer. I don't make those decisions. But anyhow, get into some of the negative stuff. Honestly, I really do not like the sliding mechanic in this game. I've said it time and time again. The movement is nice in this game, but the sliding mechanic, for some reason, I feel like I'm boost sliding from Black Ops 3. I feel like there's a jetpack on my back, and I'm boost sliding from Advanced Warfare. Like I just didn't like that, or dashing, I should say, just boost dashing, whatever you want to call it. I didn't like that feel. I didn't like how it's just instantly, someone's running and they're running at a slow pace because maybe they have too many attachments on their gun, so their mobility is not that great. And then all of a sudden they slide and they just completely end up on another side of a table, or on the other side of a desk, or in other side of a doorway instantly, while you're trying to track this guy and shoot him. I really wish they would kind of tone it down a little bit. I mean, as far as the sliding is concerned, make it a normal slide. Don't make it seem like the guy is actually like super boosting across the map on his butt. Like I found that pretty annoying, to be honest. And then as far as the frequency of sliding, like with this game, getting into the slide, you literally don't even, your character really doesn't even have to take a step. I mean, they literally take like a half a step and they slide and they slide and they slide. Like, if anything, for me as an idea to change that, I would probably make it to where your character has to actually take a few more steps that's necessary in order to actually gain this super momentum that he gains. Like coming from a standstill and all of a sudden he just darts across the floor. Like, that was just kind of odd, and it's kind of not, realistic. I understand it's a video game and it's part of the mechanics, but if they can fix that in some shape, way, some way, shape, or form. That's the word I was trying to get out. The phrase. I think it'll be a lot better. I really think it'll be a lot better as far as that movement is concerned. There was a lot of head glitch areas. I can't name them off the top of my head. There is one I know of in Satellite on the dunes. I kept getting killed by people that were shooting me either over the dune or from underneath the dune. Like, I can't even see their character model, but yet they can see me clearly. And they were like wiping me out, and I feel like that maybe had to have a change. You gotta try to tweak that a little bit and try to make it a little bit better, or at least characters a little more visible. A lot of people have been complaining about like player visibility. I mean, anything that the developers can do to maybe make the players kind of like pop out a little bit more, or see their kind of like their silhouette a little bit more off in the distance, and not let them match the background so much. I mean, maybe offset their color or something like that. I think that would be a great change. I think that'll help out a lot. And and the whole POV thing, to be honest with you guys, this POV you're looking at, I played the whole weekend on 75. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's just my old eyes. I'm an older man now. It's like I don't have that great 20/20 vision anymore. But I played on 75 POV on PlayStation 4. And you know what? I got to see targets a lot easier. I wasn't too concerned about the edges of the screen and like a peripheral or a wannabe peripheral in a video game, to see somebody on my right or my left. I mean, it didn't hurt me at all, but I understand that there's a lot of people that play with those POVs like super high. So, all power to you guys. But yeah, the visibility definitely needs to work. Also, some guns, some balancing, some ideas for the weapons, I feel weren't really thought out too much. I used that last SMG the second weekend. I forget what it's called. I want to say the KSP or something like that. It was the Burstfire SMG. And for being a Burstfire SMG, it packs a punch. It's got more damage output than the other SMGs in the beta. But its fire rate was ridiculously slow. The M16 shot faster than this thing, and this is a SMG that you're going to be using up close more than half the time. So that particular decision, I feel if Treyarch changes that decision, maybe adds like some fire rate attachments to that gun, or maybe just increases the fire rate, probably be a lot better to use that gun. Otherwise, nobody's going to touch it. Nobody's going to really touch it. And I understood why I haven't seen that gun the whole second weekend, until I used it. It's because of that. It's not a very good gun. So, all in all, I mean, there's some things that need to be changed. Definitely, I know the sniper rifles. Everybody loves their little quick scoping, but you know what? Quick scoping, and then you get shot with 1,000 bullets, and you still happen to take the shot on the guy because you have nearly zero flinch on a sniper. That's not entirely fair, in my opinion. You know, if anything, add a little flinch to the sniper rifles. I don't care if there's quick scopers. I don't care if an ADS is faster than any gun in the game. But at least give me a better fighting chance to win that gunfight. Considering I put so many bullets in the guy and he still just doesn't flinch off of my character profile I missed. So, but I really did enjoy myself. I can't wait for the full game to come out. A lot of people are trashing the game already. To tell you guys the truth, it's still a beta. They still have time to change things, man. I think if everybody gives their feedback, you know, and just try their best not to totally trash mount the game, you know, they might actually listen and they might change everything. You never know. It could happen, man. So hopefully this my first time reviewing a game is kind of helpful and kind of informative to you guys. I'm not a big time YouTuber, so I don't expect Treyarch to pick up this game and go, oh, wow, this guy's good, we should listen to this guy. No. I'm just putting my opinion out there just like everybody else. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I will catch you guys on the next upload. Thank you.